These are the teeny rocks that only spent a couple days on stage 1 and went right to stage 2. They were all beach rocks. They were very smooth to begin with, and I'm gonna bet most of them are ready for stage 3. So we'll put them in a borax rinse and then determine. Teeny rocks, hopefully they can all move to stage 3. They're so pretty, so many colors in here. Okay. That one's going to stay on 2. That one probably should go into 1. Two. Cool rock. This is another one of my favorites. Just a cool pattern. Most all of these are going to go right to 3. I have a big rock like I did, it was like this in the last batch. Kind of a cool little pair. Picked a couple of these up. They're like this pistachio green color. And I don't want to lose a lot of that, so I'm going to put it in 2. All 3. And I'm throwing them in water. Even though I rinsed them out, I don't want them to dry out, because if any grit is stuck in anything, it'll dry in there and then can cause problems in the further up the polishing. I love this one too. That one's staying in 2. Okay. And these will polish for 4 days, and then they'll be able to go in their very last step, which should, again, because they're small, not take a full week. That is a unikite. Can you see all the colors on that? I'll put it down here. Zoom in on it. Got a hair on it. Teeny unikite. Nice little pink rock. Some chert. Lots of quartz. Some green ones. Another quartz. I don't know what these are, but I find them very pretty. Another unikite. Okay, we'll see these again in a week, or 4 days. So this is the barrel for the new Lotto tumbler. It's a different way of tumbling. It works by like slowly rotating them around. And when I tried the first time, I got a little ceramic in there already, some of the small rocks. I'm taking some old rocks that I had that were previously polished, and I'm gonna fill it up. They suggest you don't use this for stage 1, but you can use it anywhere stages 3 through 4. I'm gonna use some gel stones that I have here as also the ceramic media. and I want to get this to 3/4 full. Now this is a stone that we definitely purchased somewhere along the line, and I'm using these big ones that were purchased more as filling, because we want this to be 2/3 to 3/4 full. Don't even know what that is. Looks like a piece of a broken piece of a bowl or something that we maybe picked up off of a... Bob wants me to make sure that I get all the ceramic out of the sink, which I agree with. And I'm going to buy a mesh for when I'm doing this in our sink, so I don't get stuff down there. More little rocks. This is a way you can you can polish up your Petoskey's without as much losing as much of them, is what I have watched videos saying. So this is my first try, and after this I'm gonna try and do a batch of Petoskey's in here. It takes very little water and runs for 2 to 3 days. So I'd say that is 2/3 to 3/4 full. Okay, so now I'm gonna go get my grit. So this is the stage 3 grit. It's 500 grit, and it's really powdery, as you can see. I'm gonna do about 2 teaspoons, tablespoons, maybe a tad bit more. And then it's gonna go on the tumbler and get just a tiny bit of water, just enough to get it moving. This is what the tumbler itself looks like. It's mounted on a cement block that Bob added cement to me for. That's so that it doesn't get too much vibration. I'm gonna plug it in over here. Get it started. Give me a sec. And as you see, they're just sort of starting to roll around. Again, some of these are rocks that I previously purchased. Get a light turned on. Okay, so they're moving around. Starting to get covered with the grit and a little more water. You want to see the grit just kind of covering everything. You want everything to be rolling like that. This is why it's a better tumbler than